morning. Thank you for the opportunity to come out, and I'm just happy to be amongst family, friends, supporters, fellow fast food workers in the building. It's fitting that we're here to talk about Dr. King and the poor and the rebirth of the Poor People's Campaign, which is good. The night before we went on strike for the first time and made history here in Kansas City, we held a mass meeting here at this very same church, and I sat with Reverend C.T. Vivian, a close friend of Dr. King, and we talked. We went over what it would take. It would take direct, nonviolent action to bring our cause to the forefront of people's conscience here in Kansas City and across the nation. Well, let me introduce myself formally. I'm Terrance Wise. I'm 34 years old, a father of 3 little girls that are here today, Dejiana, DeAndrea, and Dejanay. They're in the audience. And I've been working fast food and retail for 16 years, my entire working life. The fast food industry, ladies and gentlemen, is a $200 billion industry. That's billion with a B. They make the money. I work at Burger King where I've been for 9 years, and I make $9.40 an hour. And I also work at Pizza Hut where I've been for 3 years, and I make $7.50 an hour. There's no health care, no benefits, no retirement plans. These are the bad jobs of today. Like workers stood up and fought many years ago. Auto sanitation workers, where Dr. King fought for and with in Memphis right before he lost his life. Those were the bad jobs of yesteryear. These are the bad jobs of the day. Those jobs didn't just magically change to good jobs overnight. People put boots on the ground. They stood up and they fought to make bad jobs good jobs. Me and my fiance, we wake up every day and go to work in this country full time, and yet we struggle still to raise our 3 little girls. School materials, school supplies, and I stay in the house with 4 ladies, so keeping toilet paper is really hard. Trust me, it's really hard. Right. My girls have experienced homelessness, and we've been to the bottom, and it seems like it's nowhere to go here but up. And these things, they're things that every worker, can I have the workers raise their hand? We all share these problems. It's not just one. It's all of us who share the same problems daily. But it's something new here. It's a new vibe here in the city, and it's something that binds us all together. And that's the right to come together, to organize, and take action. This is something new to me. I've been involved with WALK KC, Workers Organizing Committee of Kansas City, for about 9 months now. 9 months under our Stand Up Kansas City. So a year ago, right here in Kansas City, I knew nothing about organizing. I knew nothing about coming together, taking action. But I've learned through readings and through being out in the community and talking to great leaders like C.T. Vivian and other supporters, Jobs with Justice, who's a big supporter, and many other supporters and allies here in the community, that we have a right to stand up and fight for what's right and to win what we're after, which is $15 an hour and a union. A better life for not only our families, but for the community as a whole and the economy here in America. I've seen this movement here in Kansas City spread like a wildfire. I've seen it. I've seen workers interacting with workers and getting the message across and letting them know that organized people can conquer organized money. Trust me. Yeah, they can. They can. Because we all know it's a poor people's movement, so it's organized people. It's going to take that to be organized money. I see workers, Susie, who I work with at Burger King, we have Hispanic workers, we have black workers, we have white workers, green and purple are even out there. We have workers of all different backgrounds and all coming together because we can't let racism or any other money, we can't let that divide us as a community and as people when it comes to fighting for what's right, economic justice and equality in the workplace. We have to all stand together and come together to fight these issues. That's very important. Just like Dr. King and the Poor People's Campaign, who used nonviolent direct action to bring the cause of racial and economic equality to the forefront of the nation's conscience. I see fast food workers ages 16 to 56 doing the very same things today. And it's a beautiful thing to be a part of. Trust me. To obtain justice in the workplace and in society, we must unite and fight together. I've not been in a good fight since, well, I've never been in a really good fight, but I know I'm in one now, and that's the thing. The knowledge and experience I've gained coming together with workers to make these bad jobs good, it's been invaluable. Organizing and talking to fellow workers and uniting with them for freedom is changing our lives. New fast food leaders and supporters and allies are sprouting up all around the city. We must continue to organize more workers and supporters in the community in an effort to advance our goals of the Poor People's Campaign here in the 21st century. We're standing up just like sanitation workers in Memphis in 1968 where King lost his life. And even though we do not face fire hoses and dogs in 2014, we do face some of the wealthiest corporations in the planet, right here. We do. But we know from history that power concedes nothing without demand. Amen. It doesn't. But we can't get anything unless we're organized. And it's our time to come together as workers and as a community to demand better treatment and better pay on the job. And from LA to New York, workers are doing exactly that. We will continue to organize, work, and build strength in numbers. We will continue to take action and follow the blueprints of the civil rights movement and of workers before us. We know victory will not come overnight. We have to be in this fight for the long haul. Ultimately, victory will come and it will resonate with every working class person here. We know the mayor of Kansas City, we know he's got our back. He's endorsed what we're doing. We know the Reverend Emmanuel Cleaver has got our back. He stood out on the picket lines with us. We know multiple congregations across the metro pray and support us. The president recently spoke out in an unscheduled conference and he supported workers and raising the wages here in America. So we know that all that we've got the back, it's all about staying united and standing in solidarity to get the goal accomplished. Si se puede. Amen. He's asked me to comment on.
I'm asking everybody.
To comment on the guaranteed earning annual income
based on the median wage.
Based on the median wage of America. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Can I spin off of it on my own and comment?
That's what I want.
I say this. A great percentage of us live in poverty here. We're not making a living wage, and we won't stop fighting and pushing until we get to where a living wage. A living wage is where I can be able to plan for my girls' college, plan for their future. So we're going to fight for what we know is a living wage and where we can not worry about the future. I'm one crisis away from my family so I can live. Yeah. So I can live. So it's all about getting that out. All the business they talk about, the average, all of that, that's great. But it's going to take action and getting out here and being active. It's great today is Dr. King Day, and it's a great day to come in mass celebration and honor this guy who's done so much for us. But it's every day should be like this. Yeah. We should be active every day. And that's something we can carry home, sleep on, and wake up on tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Thank you
so much. Thank you so much.